Welcome to Road America in Wisconsin. Drivers getting out on track for their qualifying session. They have a 10-minute qualifying session here. Edwards nearly hits a wall. A little different for the FSM Customs IMSA series tonight. We have more LMP2s than GT3s for the first time this season. 11 LMP2s. Currently 7 GT3s. To watch Bill Rivard in the 10. This is BMW through turn 5. Up the hill. Corvette corner. Right-hander 7. Let's ride on board with him. It's not the onboard I wanted. That's the onboard I wanted. Through 8. And this long, sweeping right-hand turn 9. I feel like you're turning forever. Just keeps turning and turning and turning, and then straighten out for the highest speed part of the track. Through the kink here, you can take it flat out in some cars. Looks like Bill had to get off the throttle a bit. Then you're flat out down into the right-hand Canada corner. A little bit of an S-curve here. Crest up over the hill. To a right-hander, final turn of the track. Then we'll go up the long hill straight away. Back to the start-finish line. To the crossover bridge to get from outside the track to inside the track, right there at the start of the pit lane. And there's the start-finish line. And finally, Rivard has started his first lap. That's how long it takes to do a warm-up lap here. That's why we have no times on the screen just yet. It's also why we have 10 minutes for qualifying tonight. Check in on Hayden Lowell. He's going under the Sargento Bridge. Heading into turn number 5. He's officially started his first time lap. This has Mike Edwards. He's heading to turn 5. Cameron West, same area. Seeing if anybody's closer to the start-finish line. It's like Cody and Hayden are pretty close. Handwork not too far off either. So I think either Cody or Hayden will set the initial time here. Like Cody had a bit of an issue, so I think it'll be Hayden. FSM Customs on Facebook doing our full season of IMSA for us. Appreciate them coming on board, helping us out. Champion of each division, the GT3 class and the LMP2 class, will get a free button box courtesy of FSM Customs. There goes Hayden up the hill. Put down a lap time, see what we get. 153 for Mr. Hayden. That is the benchmark for everyone to shoot for. Handwork goes second quick. 1 lap good enough for him. He pulls it off into the pit lane. Oh, Cleaver's going to lose the back end going into 5. LMP2 spins out. Cameron West second quick 76 car. That's what I was trying to say. Mark Thomas, Carl Handwork 3rd and 4th. Cody Cleaver just got that lap time invalidated. Mike Edwards has destroyed his 14 Dallara LMP2. Jay Richter currently 7th LMP2 class. There's no rail. Cliff says no need in his slow ass trying. Cliff, where's all our GT3 friends? Had a good 10-15 car field for GT3 all season, and then tonight it's only 7. Guys are for some reason scared of Road America. There's no Lucas. There's no Waddy. Trenton's the quickest right now in GT3 class. We don't have Chris Wold. I mean, there's a lot of guys. A lot of the fast guys are missing. No Andrew Beach. Trenton out of the final corner up the hill. Bill Rivard goes top of the charts ahead of him. We'll see if Trenton can respond here. Trenton does go quicker. I should put him back into second, as Ian Montrose has gone faster than both Rivard and Sneed for a moment. So Sneed tops Rivard, goes to second quick. Montrose leading the category. Trenton out wide, that'll end that lap. Bill through turn 5 up the hill. Needs to stay on track to get the lap to count. Looks like he was able to do that. We didn't get notified of a off track. Noah Rail goes P2 and LMP2. Gets his light blue Dallara into second spot. Final couple minutes qualifying are ticking off. It's 4-mile track in Wisconsin. It takes a little bit of time to get around, to say the less. Out of 8 into 9. Apparently I forgot where I was. That is 8. This is 9. Bit ahead of myself. Trying out different cameras. Through the kink, which is Cliff's favorite part. Cliff enjoys the kink. Down into the final corner, turn 14. Nice wide exit up the hill. See if Rail can pick up that half-tenth he needs to, half a second, excuse me, to try and get up to the top of the board. Goes a little quicker, stays third. And we'll bring it to a stop. Check out Mark Thomas out on track. GT3 still being led by this orange Mercedes Ian Montrose. Rivard's still third, Trenton's still second. Clapper's just sitting at the end of pit lane, doing Clapper things. Looks like Cliff's gotten on track. Get a little practice as the time ticks off. Heading to his favorite part of the track, the kink. And qualifying is over. Hayden Knoll, pole sitter for LMP2. Yamatro's GT3 pole sitter. And we head into race time. Fortunately, we have full pace lap, so we'll be here for a bit.
Alright guys, welcome to Road America. I do apologize for not selecting the short pace lap, but it just gives us more time to, get single file. Starts are single file. They will be on green. GT3s, please leave a 5-second gap to the last place LMP2. You're free to race as soon as the green flag comes out. Good luck, have fun, 45 minutes. It'll be a fun one. Room to pass this week. Yay.
Yay. Let's see. We have GT3s starting ahead of LMPs or no? No. Okay, so they moved them ahead. That's good. That is good. Making sure they were all gridded up. Just looks funny on our scoreboard for now. Alright, let's get this thing underway. Let's go ahead and do our starting lineup presented by our awesome friends in Labor 12. Awesome rock band out of Lubbock, Texas. If you somehow have not heard of them and not checked them out yet, please.
Remember guys, single file start. Single file, good luck.
Fucking Hayden. Please go check them out. Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, wherever you find your tunes, you can find our friends at Labor 12. Hayden Knoll gets the pole in LMP2 and likes to chat while I'm trying to do starting lineups. Carl Handwork in the 18 starts second.
Carl, please.
Noah Rail starts third in the 22. Cameron West, he'll start fourth. In the 76 Blockbuster car, Mark Thomas, the 50, he'll start in fifth. Cody Cleaver has his number 2 in sixth. Jay Richter starts in seventh in the 83. Mike Edwards, he'll start eighth in the 14. Cliff Mullins will start ninth in his Pontiac Dallara. Pontiac power in that Dallara. Will Spark, the other Blockbuster racing machine, he'll start 10th. Brand new to the series, Kenneth Stout, he'll start 11th. And last car in the LMP2 field, over in GT3, we have this loud Mercedes of Ian Montrose, the orange and black number 1. Starting second will be Trenton Steed in the Treon USA Mercedes. Bill Rivard in his very beautiful carbon fiber and blue BMW starts in third. Jeff Price, Low Time Motors, number 19, he'll start there in 12th. Jeremy Klepper-Newell, Martin Sports Mercedes, he'll start in 5th. Travis Martin, Simrap Market Lamborghini, will start 6th. And Zach Marterson, final car in the GT3 field, will start his Ferrari in 7th. So a small GT3 field tonight, but a large LMP2 field. Could be very entertaining and exciting in the LMP race tonight. GT3s will still put on a show, but a little unfortunate that they have a smaller field to deal with. Lights out on the safety car. So you're on our parade lap going through turn 9. Feels like you're in turn 9 forever. Four-mile track here in Wisconsin, Road America. A lot of the oval guys are at least a little familiar with it from being in the Xfinity Series. The Truck Series ran here either this year or last year. Can't remember which. And Sidewinder. 18 cars on track to do battle. Get their weekend started with some Road America. Down through Canada Corner. We're getting close, I promise. Pace car will make that right-hand turn and go up the hill on the pit road. We are single file for the start. Up the hill they come under the pedestrian bridge, waiting for the green flag. There it is, green flag in the air, Hayden Lowell. Carl Handwerk, Noah Rail. Handwerk trying to protect that inside, force Noah to stay behind. Top three get through single file. We're side by side for fourth. Cody Cleaver, Cameron West. Cleaver to the inside. A little bit of contact there. They make it through turn four, head down this somewhat straight stretch. Mark Thomas looking to move to the inside of the two of Cleaver. That'd be the inside when they get to turn five. Cleaver, meanwhile, sends it late braking. Oh, contact in the back. Cliff Mullins, 37's gone around. GT3s have all caught up to him. Hopefully we don't have any more issue here. Mullins tries to get back up to speed right in front of the leader Ian Montrose of the GT3s. Mullins getting tagged going into turn 5 under braking. Gets turned into the outside wall, and now he's fighting for the lead of the GT3 category. From the 45, Will Spark, he's on the pit lane. What happened to the Blockbuster car? He's the one that got into Mullins. I guess his car wouldn't turn after that. Drives into the wall. Has to take a tow. So the 45 Will Spark on the pit lane already. Scoreboard was being a little wonky, but there we go. Got it back to a timer. Hayden leads Noah Rail, Car Handwork, Cameron West, Mark Thomas. Then the newcomers all the way up from 11th to 6th. Kenneth Stott getting it done in the 3. Cody Cleaver 7th. Mike Edwards 8th. Jay Richter 9th. Cliff Mullins still soldiering out there. He's bringing his car to the pit lane as the GT3 field comes by. Montrose leading that over Trenton Sneed. The Mercedes 1-2 there. Bill Rivard 3rd in the BMW. You have Jeff Price in 4th, another Mercedes. Clapper Newell. It seems like everybody went for the Mercedes. Clapper Newell in 5th. Travis Martin, we got a Lambo. Currently in the 6th spot. Margison in the Ferrari 7th. That is how the GT3 category is going. Best battle on track is between 1st and 2nd in this GT3. So we'll hang out, watch Trenton and company. Behind the Mercedes of Montrose. Trenton a little struggle there through 5. Might give Bill Rivard a shot at him. It's Rivard a little bit too far back the challenge through Corvette corner. Things have settled down a bit for GT3. Now the best battle on track is the lead of LMP2. As I say that, Kenneth Stott gets past. The Cleaver made up a good time. That's why Stott was off track in Canada corner. So the newcomer making a mistake there. In the 3, losing a spot to Cody Cleaver. Like Will Sparks completed his tow and made it back out on track. It's 49 seconds behind Cliff Mullins, who also had to make a pit stop after that accident on lap 1. And Mullins is 7 seconds behind. Well, it's showing me the distance to the GT3s, so he's catching Margis in the last place GT3. According to gap timing, though, he's about 40 seconds behind Jay Richter after the coming down for a quick repair. Had to do some quick math in my head there. Bill or Vard may have had an issue in the 10. It's off track. Still having that issue. It's much further back than we thought he was. There's the issue. So this is coming off the final corner into the inside tire barrier with this BMW. I guess didn't have time to feel it out and see if it was okay or not. So he continues on, passes the opening of the pit road. And as he does, looks like he had another issue. Catch up on this, we hear Noah Rail may have had an issue. I think turn 2 here is where the 10 car has his second. He gets out wide in the grass, and yep, that was the other issue for him. Let's try to find Noah Rail. Apparently the 22. Will Sparks there as well. Oh my gosh. Will Spark doing some ramps there, trying to stay out of the way. And Noah Rail backs it into the wall out of that final corner, turn 14. Noah falls down to 7th now behind Cody Cleaver. Stalt and Cleaver, Stalt maybe having a little bit of connection issues, just suddenly appeared. Make it through turn 5, up the hill to 6. 3-car scrap, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Trenton Sneed still within a second of Ian Montrose for GT3 lead. Stott doing everything he can to try to hold off Noah Rail there. Noah Rail having a connection issue there. Cleaver tried to get away. And run down, looks like the lap machine of Will Spark ahead of him. Spark got out a little wide there, see if he gives room for Cleaver to get by. And then he does. Here comes Stalt trying to get by him as well. Spark well off the track. Is there contact, or he just do it on his own, trying to stay out of the way? Okay, good. Nobody hit him. Just trying to stay out of the way, he gets up out of the groove. He's bringing the 45 back to the pit lane. Hayden's lead now 2 seconds over Handwork. And you have West and Thomas. And 8 seconds back to Cody Cleaver in 5th. Noah Rail is 6th. Kenneth Stout is 7th. Jay Richter 8th. Battling with Mike Edwards. Richter gets off track. Edwards is going to get by. Edwards goes to 8th. Richter now 9th. Cliff Mullins 10th in the LMP2s. Will Spark is 11th. Montrose leading GT3. The gap now up over a second, almost second and a half over Trenton Sneed. Trenton rides in 2nd. Looks like Jeff Price may have had an issue in the 19 down in the final corner. Turn 14's been tricky for these drivers. You wouldn't think it would be. But we're having some issues down there in turn 14. You committed a murder again? I saw the one with you and Cliff. Is it still there? Thanks. Totally forgot. Wish there was a way to show it on my main screen so I would know. I do that a lot. So Price has slipped down to 6th after his issue in turn 14. Rivard is back up to 5th. Travis Martin, Mr. Consistency, has kept it on track and up to 4th now. He's trying to run down Jeremy Clapper, who's 2.5 seconds ahead of him. Jake Lawrence says he's not racing tonight. And 6 seconds ahead of Clapper, you have Trenton and Montrose, as Montrose has made a small error, and Trenton is able to close it down. Actually, that's not what I'm looking at. It's Cliff Mullins that has passed. The timing of scoring sheet shows them both in the same category for overall for the timing, so Mullins trying to get past Montrose for the overall. And then after that, our timing will be correct again. Mullins tries to fight his way past GT3 leader Ian Montrose. Should have a nice long straightaway here to get it done. There he goes to the inside. So now the gap, 3.6 between Montrose and Sneed. Let's see if anything's under a second. You got Martin and Rivard. Battle for 4th in GT3. Rivard out-qualified Martin, but had an issue for 2. So he spun in 14 and then went off track in 2. So Rivard the quicker car, Martin the wider car. Mr. Hunter Hawkins going to have to find a way by. They're both catching Jeremy Clapper in the 3rd position. It's about to be a 3-car battle for the 3rd spot. Watch Martin and Rivard. As this gap gets closer and closer, you also have a battle still between teammates Richter and Edwards in the LMP2 category for the 8th spot. These two don't care, they're running for 8th, they're out there having fun. Martin still catching Clapper Newell, so we could have a 3-car battle, as we said, on our way for 3rd in GT3. Should be a one-stop race. But anybody that's going to attempt a 2-stopper will be pitting the next lap, I believe. I don't think we'll see anybody. I think Margison came to the pit lane. 7th place car in GT3.
Hey,
Get our driver chat back in here. See what's going on. Yeah, Jake, that'll do it. Those are the nights I don't even want to broadcast. Oh, Rivard's going to do it again. Bill Rivard did so much work to catch up to Travis Martin.
Hi, Bill. Bye, Bill.
And off he goes to the pit lane.
I hate road racing.
That's probably going to do it for the 10 machine. Looks like Edwards may have had a moment. He was right there with Jay Richter. He's fallen back 3.5 seconds. Might have been a little bit of an off-track excursion for him. Jeff Price just had a moment too, I think. Got out wide. No harm, no foul. Price still 5th in GT3. Margerson makes it to the pit lane in the 55. Car looks like he has been into the wall. It's kind of crab walking, left front damage. Been a struggle for the 55 team this weekend, and he is once again on pit lane with damage. Not even reached halfway of this race.
And this is why I don't road race.
Oh, there you go. Reason I don't road race is because I have to broadcast it. Otherwise, I would. Hayden's lead now 2 seconds over Carl Handwerk. 4 seconds from Handwerk to Cameron West in third. West has 2 seconds over this battle. Not actually a battle, but you see the GT3 battle. Clapper Newell and Travis Martin. That is for third in GT3. As Clapper Newell got caught letting the LMP2 through there. That's going to give Travis Martin third spot.
Don't want to hold you up.
So
Yeah, that was fun.
Mr. Martin up into the third spot. There's just 5 cars left in GT3. Everyone still running gets the top 5. Only one LMP2 is retired, so still 10 cars. Oh my gosh, Ian Montrose, the race leader for GT3. Just went way off track through the kink.
Could have waited a little bit on him. It's cool.
He is unhappy with Hayden there. Let's see what the story looks like on board here. Oh, to the inside of the kink. That is not a too wide area of the track. That is why Montrose is not happy. Perfectly understandable. Here comes Carl Handwerk. Thought Montrose may have had an issue there. Handwerk's on pit road and we can't see him. Hayden's on pit road. So it looks like all the LMP2s are going to have to two-step
I
it.
was trying to hold my line there and I got my gearing messed up. That was my bad.
Cody Cleaver had a bit of an issue there for the two. The top 5 LMP2s are on track, on pit road, so Cody Cleaver is going to take over the race lead here. There's Hayden on the pit lane. Cameron West, Noah Rail, Mark Thomas, Kenneth, and the 3 is coming down and disappearing, and then coming down still. There's Jay Richter. 83 car on pit lane, so almost all the LMP2 field except for Cody Cleaver. And I assume Cliff Mullins will stay out once he comes around, but he is a ways back, 44 seconds to catch up to Mike Edwards. There's Cliff. Cliff having that contact with 45 of Spark. Giving Cliff more to talk about on his podcast. So Cleaver leads LMP2 by not having completed his first pit stop. Given the timing, I do believe the LMP2s will have to stop twice. The GT3s can make it to about 22 minutes to go. They should be one stopping. Montrose now a 4.5 second lead over Trenton. Trenton's still there in P2, having a good race. Travis Morton up to 3rd in the Lambo. Jimmy Clapper Newell 4th. Jeff Price still out there soldiering on. We've lost our only BMW and our only Ferrari, so 4 Mercedes and a Lambo left in GT3. See if Cleaver comes down this time. Yes, he does. The Deuce on pit road. You tried, you did. You gave it the effort, which is more than most people did. So we'll give you props for that, Mr. Margerson. There is a battle going on out on track. You have Hayden Lowell in the 67 and Carl Handwerk within 1 second of one another for the lead of LMP2 as they've gone by Cody Cleaver on the pit lane. So Hendrick trying to close in on our race leader. Let's go on board right along inside in LMP2. Feels like you're in a fighter jet that's on the ground when you're inside these things. Kind of how the cockpit's like. Going down the long stretch towards turn 5. Heavy braking zone. Sharp left turn and up the hill to the Corvette bridge. Bit of a oversteer there. See if they can both get by Clapper Newell here. Unfortunately got slowed down by that lap car. That happens. So we lost a bit of ground to Hayden there. Into the long carousel turn 9. See if he can take the kink flat out when he's not side by side with somebody. Does have GT3 traffic coming up, but shouldn't be an issue. Hayden might get hung up by it a little bit, which will help Handwerk close it back down. So they should both get by Martin. He's going to put it to the inside into Canada corner. Heavy on the brakes. Gets by the GT3 car without being held up. And now he is right on the bumper of Hayden Lull. Made up almost a full second through that exchange as they both passed the third place Travis Martin in GT3. Into the final corner. Up the hill they go. Both of them going off track there. They're racing hard. Trying to stay out in front. Hayden trying to break the draft here. Doing a little serpentine down the long front stretch. You have the right-hand turn 1. Down the hill to a very similar right-hand turn 2. Tiny little turns in the straightaway. We call those 3 and 4 for some reason. That would be 3. Well, this one will be 4. And then down into turn 5. That is the lap. On board in LMP2. Looks like they're trying to catch Trenton up there. Put the second place GT3 a lap down. Trenton gives them plenty of room. Trenton goes off track, giving him plenty of room. Hopefully Trenton gets it back safely and holds his position. Travis Martin looks like he was far enough behind. Yeah, Trenton should be okay. Martin surrounded by LMP2s. So our lead battle continues in LMP2. The really only close battle going on right now. Everything else quite spread out with 20 to go, 20 minutes to go. Henry got pinned behind GT3 leader Montrose a bit there. Cost him a bit of ground. Mark Thomas closing in on Cameron West. That would be a battle for third. Currently 1.2 between the two. Mark Thomas has been reeling him in little by little. Noah Rail back there in fifth. He's gotten around Trenton. Check in Jay Richter, Mike Edwards, Cody Cleaver. Cody's down in ninth after that pit stop. I didn't think Cody was that far behind. Let's see if he's in voice chat. We can ask him. Cody, DG, get a copy? No, nope, not yet, he didn't. Let's try again. Cody, DG to booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, what happened, bud? You look like you were leading and you pitted one lap later, and then I see you're way behind, so I figure something happened on pit road. Did you get a penalty or something?
No, it's called I slightly miscalculated my fuel, and I was going 15 miles an hour down pit road.
Ouch. Well, that's no
That
bueno.
will do it.
That's no bueno, but still out there soldiering on. You're still beating Cliff. That's all that counts, right?
It's the only reason I'm going on.
Take
Gotta
that, Cliff.
at least keep that. I got a meatball right now too that I'm waiting to serve.
How'd you get a meatball?
I spun out in Canada corner.
Frickin' Canada.
Yeah, blame Canada. Looking at
Exactly.
you, Clapper.
All right. Are you going to try to stay out an extra lap and then make it to the end on your last stop, or what's the plan?
I'm trying to see if I can. That's what I'm trying to do, to see if I can just stop it from here. But I don't think the fuel mileage is going to work out.
Margison says, "Don't blame Canada."
I'll blame you, Zach. I'll blame Zach too. That's his fault.
Now we got problems. All right, bud. Well, good luck trying to get Cliff to mess up and stay ahead of him.
I'm sure it'll happen.
Perfect.
Looking at you, Cliff.
Good luck.
See you, GG.
Cody Cleaver was leading when he came to pit lane and then ran it out of fuel for the 2 car. Now we got the whole picture. Time to go burn the White House again. Oh no. Let's not say that and get the black choppers over our houses. So West, her Handbrook now 1.5 back, and then West 10 seconds back of those top 2. West has Mark Thomas now within a half second. Thomas, as we said, was gaining little by little. Now he is in the wheelhouse. We'll hang out and watch this battle for third in LMP2. It's the closest battle we got. They head to Canada corner. In and out safely. See if Thomas can get a good exit out of 14 and up the hill. It's like Handwork has decided to put in his final stop. He thinks he can make it to the end, apparently, because there's no damage. He hasn't gotten a meatball. So Carl Handwerk, 18, coming to pit lane early.
Good win, Hayden.
Uh-oh. I am confused. Let's drop in and see what happened to the 18. Carl, DG in the booth, you got a copy?
I gotcha.
Well, what happened, bud? We see you're on pit lane and someone said good win. What's happening?
Yeah, I'm out of the race.
Out of the race? What happened?
Black flag. I'm not going to wait around. It's a waste of time.
10-4. Good luck. Got a black flag or something?
Anyone have any inside story on that? He was in contention to challenge me for the win.
Well, if you were watching the broadcast, you would know.
I don't know, maybe something I heard. Well, he drove it into pit road and then manually disconnected.
Again, if you listen to the broadcast, you would know. He said he got a black flag and he wasn't waiting around for it.
I mean, that's what I mean. Maybe something in real life happened. He needed
No.
to win, and then when he realized he couldn't get it, he just gave up.
That is not true. He simply got a black flag and decided he didn't want to wait. It's Cody Cleaver comes in to serve that meatball. It's that Price off in the background. Price a little wide there in turn 14, but still out there making laps. Now Hayden has 12 seconds over Cameron West. Mark Thomas, this battle's now for second.
West at VR picked a wonderful time today.
Sorry, can't park there.
Sure what happened to Trenton.
His VR froze.
Well, yes, but I'm trying to find where. You just
Well,
disappeared.
that sucks.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Lit of where it, I think it's before you go downhill, right before, and it hung and it came just back for me to see that I'm in the damn grass.
There it is. There it is. We found it. Ooh. And that is why Trenton is angry and has fallen out of that second spot. Ian Montrose still
Give a gator
leads
to you, Cody.
in category. Travis Martin now second. Jeff Clapper Newell is
Thank you,
third.
Travis.
Jeff Price
That was
fourth.
very well executed. I got time. It
Montrose.
couldn't have been any better. That's perfect.
Having a great race in GT3 has
Yeah, it was. We both understood the assignment. We both went into the corner like we should. Timing was perfect. Thank you. That was awesome.
That's my first A in years on an assignment.
Same, and I'm currently in school.
oof. Except Hayden didn't get the A, did he? Thought Travis got the A. I'm confuzzled. Hayden leads by 13.8 over Cameron West. Noah Rail 2.5 back. In third, as Mark Thomas has hit the pit lane for his final stop. So we have 3 GT3s and 2 LMP2s out of the race. Mark Thomas on the pit lane for his final stop. Cody Cleaver hoping he's made his final stop. We'll see if he can stretch the fuel. Jay Richter still out there in 6th. Big snap loose right there. Mark Thomas. Kenneth Stott. Noah Rail. Noah gets by the Clapper Newell machine now in 3rd. Tell me Jeff Price has also parked it. Oh, Price nosed it into the tire barrier. We've lost another GT3. Jeff Price out of this one. We try to find Clapper Newell. There he is. Clapper Newell's up to 3rd. 6 seconds behind Travis Martin in 2nd. Travis is 25 seconds behind Montrose. So GT3 is fairly much planned out as long as no one goes off track. LMP2 is where the action is. This is a bit of a battle, but
Sorry,
only
Noah.
in
I'm
visuals
trying to block you
because
there.
Stout's going to have to pit again.
Yeah, I know.
West, Cameron West on pit lane.
Bye, Mikey.
Trying to find him. He's behind the pit wall hiding from us. There he is.
Mikey, get on the grass there.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Mike Edwards has murdered his car. Looks like turn 14 is going to catch him out. So many drivers we've seen do that. Get that left rear into the grass and then into the inside tire pack. And the car won't turn. He'll probably have to take a tow from there. So Edwards so close to the pit lane is still having to take a tow. That just hurts. You take it personally at that point. It's like the 14 car may have retired from the race. We're down to 11. What has started to become a race of attrition. It's more of a demo derby of who can survive the race. 4 GT3s and 3 LMP2s out of the race. So congrats everyone in GT3. If you're running, you got a podium. closest battle on track is going to be West in 3rd and Thomas in 4th. Those two have been to the pit lane, so this is a battle legitimately. Still waiting on final stops from Hayden Lowell, Noah Rail, Kenneth Stout, and Jay Richter. They all still need to come make their final pit.
Thank you.
West around Mullins, the lap machine. Now Thomas is going to have to dispatch of Mullins. Hopefully Mullins knows that Thomas stuck his nose in there, and he does. And by doing that, we still have a battle for 3rd, excuse me. Thomas is in 4th. Cameron West is blinking everywhere. Clapper Newell gets passed by West. Thomas is going to have to get through there. Three-car of Stalt on pit road to make his final stop. See where he comes out in relation to Cleaver. It's like a 22.8 for Stalt. He's rolling back to the track. Cleaver's about 10 seconds back, so he ought to be able to hold off Cleaver. Of course, right when we click on him, he's blinking. 9 seconds to gap. Stalt has over Cleaver, so he should be safe. Hi! How's it going, Sadie? As soon as I saw who that was, I could hear your voice in my head. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Yes. Hi, Chief. It's like our top two hit pit road together, Hayden Lowell and Noah Rail. Mr. Outlaw, how are you? You running that super speedway tonight? I know Hunter has said he's not. So Hayden on and off pit lane and still holding on to the lead. Noah Rail gets passed by Thomas West and... Oh, Thomas West. I mean, two people. Thomas and West. The and goes between. Now they are all together, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So we have a little bit of a battle to watch as the rest of the field is very spread out. Hey, girl, hey. Welcome in, everybody. Uh-oh. Got side by side. Oh! That is the 50 of Mark Thomas getting out wide, and Noah Rail takes advantage. Rail moves up to the 3rd spot onto the podium in LMP2. Go fast, get wrecked, going fast. Rail now has a bead on the 76 of West. Just not enough straightaway for him to make a move, and there's blinking going on, and they're passing a GT3, and they're going into the long carousel turn. There's a lot going on. Looks like everyone makes it through, and Travis Martin gets to hold on to 2nd in GT3 category. Those of you K-folk just joining, Bill Rivard, Hunter Hawkins was in this race. He wrecked 3 times, twice in the same corner. Said he hates road racing and left. Now we watch the battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Hayden Lowell is 14 seconds ahead of this. Noah Rail's going to take 2nd. Looks like Cameron West gave him that spot. Those two are teammates at Blockbuster Racing. Guess Rail a little bit more speed. West lets him through. Now the 50. Mark Thomas trying to take away the 3rd spot. And getting draft from Noah Rail. Interesting. Now he's going to go to the outside. Rail providing drafts to the 50 car, which helped him pass his teammate in the 76. That is strange. Normally wouldn't see that. I guess Rail trying to defend his corner entries from the 50. Oh, he's blocking him on the straightaway. It's not very nice. Still blocking him. Going to make him go the long way around through turn 5. See if 50 can pull the crossover move here. Up through turn 6. Saw a little bit of lockup there from the 50. He's going to get wide, and that's going to allow West to get back through. So a little bit of an error there from Mark Thomas, locking up the rear brakes. Thanks for having a bit of a show put on by these 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place LMP2s. Checking on GT3, even Montrose way out in front in his orange Mercedes. It's a half minute over Travis Martin in 2nd. Martin has a quarter minute over Clapper Newell. Those are the only 3 GT3s still running. The other 4 have crashed out. Here is Hayden. 16-second gap over Noah Rail. We got these 3 running together. Kenneth Stout. He's back in 5th. Brand new to the series. Started 11th. Picked up 6 spots. Cody Cleaver. Running in 6th. Jay Richter. Cleaver's teammate in 7th. Cliff Mullins out there still making laps, which has helped him pass 3 cars that have crashed out, which is Mike Edwards, Carl Henrik, and Will Spark in the LMP2 class. See if we can even
Very
see.
long straightaways like this one.
Like that one. Hey, Chrissy. Trenton had his VR crash on him, which in turn crashed his race car, so he is out of the LMP, or out of the GT3 race. He is going to be scored 5th out of the 7. See all those outs on your screen? All those cars have crashed out. It's been much more tricky than expected. Several cars dropping their left rear tire off turn 14, getting in the grass and crashing. Chrissy, while you're here, and I'm thinking about it, for some reason I feel like you won the candle last week. And if you did, I never got your address to send you said candle. I just can't remember. I thought it was you. Soraya, yo, how's it going? Did they hate us yesterday? No one has specifically complained. I've only heard good things about you being on the broadcast beta. I've only heard good things. Daniel hated it. There you go, beta. Daniel hated it. Daniel hates everything, so I don't know if that's a good benchmark. But there's your hate comment. Rail gets by, Cameron West and Thomas get by the lap machine of Montrose, which is the GT3 leader. Yeah, Hayden is showing off a bit. 18-second lead right now. Yeah, I remembered you were friends with him. But Zariah, you should tell him that he's too much of a little bitch to run the next race. That's where we need him to run. We need him to run in the super speedway race. He complains about it. It's like, it's super speedway racing. Like, shut up and race. That's what we need. That's what we need from you, Zariah. Make it happen. Let's see where he is on track here. Looks like he's heading into turn 9. 20 seconds is a bit much, so this should be the final lap.
No, I'm not running a super speedway.
See? See, Zariah? You see how much of a little bitch he is? Is this the new one? Nah, it's just the Delara LMP2 17s. They've been around a hot minute. It's usually what they run in the Daytona 24-hour. Hayden through Canada corner for the final time. Up through the S's. Crest over the hill, down to 14. Long right-hander, and off he goes up the hill. Doing his serpentine just because he can. And Hayden will pick up the win at Road America. Noah Rail some 17 seconds behind. Up the hill and takes the second spot in his blue machine. Mark Thomas will pick up third. Cameron West fourth. Then I guess Montrose will be the next car to come up. There he is. Still have some LMP2s on track, but Montrose going to pick up the GT3 win in his orange Mercedes. Got the lights flashing. Montrose, the GT3 win. Travis Martin should grab second. Let's check in where Kenneth is. Blinking again. It's a little bit farther behind, so Travis will be the next one to the line. And Jeremy Clapper-Newell will finish third in GT3. Let's go get a chat with Hayden while he does his party. Hayden, DG, got the copy? Hayden.
Swiss.
You never hear the first thing I say.
No, I told you that when on Xfinity.
I think I should just call you a bunch of really funny names and then say, if you agree, respond, and the second thing I say. And then you'll respond, and it'll be great.
Good win, Ian.
Pretty much. I mean, you can just bait me up for anything for that.
I like baiting you up for anything. Sounds hot.
You know, that's understandable.
I'm just going to say nipple clamps and move on. We got the win
boy.
here at Road America in the LMP2 class. How did it feel out there? Looked like you're on cruise control once the 18 picked up a black flag, which I tried to tell you on the race broadcast, but you weren't listening.
No, I wasn't listening to the race broadcast. I was just talking through it.
Yeah. So he picked up a black flag, and that's why he disappeared. He didn't feel like serving it. He was mad.
That's understandable. I was like, he's right there with a chance, and then he just leaves. And I'm like, oh, okay then.
Yep. Picked up black flag and decided was not worth serving, and he disappeared. So congrats on the win. You got those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us tonight, so we can get out of here and go to iRacing Super Speedway that you're too much of a bitch to run.
Oh, fuck super speedways. Thank you to Madigan Motorsports, C2X, Arc Music, and Napa. Thank you to you, Swiss. Thank you to FSM Customs. Thank you to all the SRL admins, and thank you everybody for coming out. Don't forget, on Tuesdays, you can win a Light of My Life candle. So on Tuesdays, enter LOML.
Perfect. All right, bud. Congrats on the victory, and enjoy your rest of your weekend.
I will do that. See you, Swiss.
Get Hayden on out of here. Go find Ian Montrose. See him up in the waiting room? He is. Look at you. Look at you in the waiting room like a good boy.
Tried my best.
Well, we got the win in GT3. Bit of a race of attrition out there. It looked like he started with, 7 cars, only had 3 finish the race. A lot of wrecks going on. You're able to keep it on track most of the time. I saw a couple of off tracks on you, but not too bad. How was it out there for your number 1 Mercedes?
Yeah, no, it's a good race. You know, we had Trent and Bill at the beginning giving us a bit of a hard time, but once we got into some clean air and broke away from the pack, it was really just about trying to keep the car on the track. So, yeah, a good day all in all, and glad to bring it home P1.
Well, very good job. Looked like it was, I mean, I don't want to say it was easy, but it looked like you're on cruise control out there. Were you kind of like laid back a bit, not pushing as much because you didn't have anybody around you?
I was trying not to be laid back because that's when mistakes happen, but likewise, I just wasn't trying to put the car in any danger, and it seemed like I could maintain speed or be a little bit faster at certain points and play it safe. So, yeah, really, it was just about trying to keep it clean and put together consistent laps, and I felt like the lap times kind of showed that. So, yeah, good night.
10-4. We got those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to thank, first of all, yourself for broadcasting this fine event.
Aww.
I'd like to thank FSM Sports Car Championships for sponsoring this. Hayden for adminning the league. And then my Del Prime fans, or my Del teammates, sorry, not fans, they're not fans of me. My Del Prime teammates, appreciate them as well. So appreciate everybody.
Perfect. Good job. Congrats on the victory tonight, and we'll see you in the next race, I hope, right? Get out there in that Super Speedway.
I'm going to try and go back-to-back here. Let's see what happens.
There you go. Be the first person to sweep a Friday.
Yes, sir. Let's go for it. See you
All right,
soon.
bud. See you soon. I'll drop you in through random voice channels till he gets to the right one. All right, let's look at our final results. We can head to iRacing Super Speedway in just a few minutes. Qualifying is about 4 minutes away for over there, so let's get this blitz through in a hurry. We have Hayden Knoll, Noah Rail, Mark Thomas, your top 3 in LMP2, Cameron West, Kenneth Stout, Cody Cleaver, Jay Richter, Cliff Mullins. Then we're going to have to go read from other spots. Mike Edwards, Carl Handwerk, and Will Spark for the LMP2 field. LMP3s, we have Ian Montrose, Travis Martin. Then you have Jeremy Clapper Newell, and Jeff Price, Trenton Steed, Bill Rivard, and Zach Margison. That is our GT3 field from tonight. Let's quickly run through our sponsors that help us pay the bills, and then we can head on out to iRacing Super Speedway. Going to be a good time there tonight. Oh my gosh, things don't want to close. Here we go. What a pain. 911 Fleet Services, 911fleetservices.com does our Wednesday Cup Series. Cave City does our Thursday night Truck Series race. Always appreciate them. Fort Worth Screen Printing does our Tuesday Xfinity Series race. Longtime sponsor there. And Mr. John Garrett in the ARCA Series. Go, John, go. Fort Worth FSM Customs does our IMSA race that you just watched. Golden Eagle Syrups doing our next race at iRacing Super Speedway. I don't know why that randomly pops up in the background, but that's awesome. We have Light of My Life Candles doing the Tuesday night giveaway. M9 Performance does our Tuesday Modified Series. Steed Tombstone Game Farm does our Sunday Street Stock Series. Spit and Venom Podcast, they are on Spotify. You get that on our ARCA Cars on Monday. And then 1023graphics.com does our Dirt Street Stocks on Tuesday. That is all of them. This has been iRacing.com. You can pick up this track, these cars, come race with us. Go to dgsracing.com. Click the bid red snake. That'll get you to our Discord. You can sign up to run any one of our 9 different series. Appreciate each and every one of you being here tonight. Thank you so much, and have a great night. Bye-bye.